Gratitude, 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 peace. How's everyone feeling in the multiverse? I am your girl, Sacred Orbs, and today I come with an abundant one. It's so crazy because we're in a number seven month, July. A happy solar return, granddaddy. I never met him, but today is his solar return. And I made a video about, that is so deep, about one of my gifts. And here it is happening again on. So I've been doing a lot of going within, especially this month, and the number 7, it speaks about that. And we're in the number 7 month, we're in the number 7 day. It's just a lot of number 7 energy at this present, right? And I've been doing a lot of going within, because one thing that I know about myself, and my numbers tell me this, hence my name is Master Student 112233, right? So I've been really going within. I've been turning off. I haven't been studying. I haven't been. I did watch a couple of my episodes from the TV show that I watched, and I gotten some great information from there as well. But I really haven't been studying, and that's all I really do with my time. My apologies, because it's like the abundance is so real. And these are not tears of sorrow or hurt or pain. These are tears of abundance, gratefulness, happiness, joy. When I get really emotional, I just allow my tears to flow. But back to what I was saying. So I'm listening to this video, and I hear Spirit say, okay, are you ready for this? This is the reason why you have not been consciously been manifesting, co-creating with me, because of this simple reason. Looking back on my life, Spirit had me take a look back. I'm an expression number 3, so on how to express myself going back was because a lot of things that I need to know are in the past, right? So Spirit said, remember the whole issue about love. So when I was 13, I got pregnant at the age of 14. I had my first child, my son, and he was put into foster care. My mom had put me out. I left my son there because I had nowhere to go. And I found out a week or 2 later, that he was taken into foster care. When I was in my late 20s, I found out who called CPS on me. It was my dad. And I think from there, me in love fell out of love. And I think it was even before that, but I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back for me. Just my spirit allowing me to go back to this. It's kind of painful in one breath, but I'm grateful to be able to connect with it, to heal from it. So, when I'm only telling this story because I'm telling why it is that I have not been creating, and this could be so for so many of us out there, right? So, when I fell out of touch with love, it brought me to this breaking point where I didn't love anyone. I convinced myself that I was never going to love anyone. I convinced myself that I couldn't love anyone. Matter of fact, at the age of 17, I got a tattoo, a half of heart, which is broken, with an arrow, half an arrow going through it, on my lower right back. And, you know, the right side, it speaks about the future. And I'm just going back and connecting all these dots of the things that I did to create the unease that's in my life today, right? And Spirit is like, connect back to your heart. Let that wall down. Let that fight go. Heal those aspects of yourself that still haunt you, 636, that still haunt you. Know that you are love. And I think, I don't know, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say this. Those who vibrate to the number 6 is like we have the hardest, roughest time loving or being loved. The number 6 is Venus number, and Venus is all about love, beauty, and art, right? And one thing that I understand about the number 6 is, and this is my day number, so this is my psyche that we're speaking of, right? And one thing that I do notice is that we like things in a particular order. Remember what the original 6th house in astrology is. It is Virgo. Virgo is the perfectionist. Virgo has to have everything to a T, every T crossed and every I dotted, right? That is the original 6th house. So we like things in a particular order. We like things to be perfected, not understanding that we have no control over anything. At least I understand that. The only thing that I can control is my emotions. I'm going to give you a quick. And this is another thing that really made me look at all of this and be like, whoa. So the partner that I have currently has been it's been different. Okay. And one day we had stopped talking and I cried and I cried and I cried so hard that I just wanted to see him. If I'm not an alchemist, if I am not the magician in this reality, if I am not a co-creator with Source, then I don't know who is. I mean, it didn't even take 2 seconds. I put this on everything that I love. It did not take 2 seconds. It was the craziest thing. And I was so emotional. So emotional. I'm gonna give you another one. And this is a hint to how we get to what we want. That's why it says, be mindful of your emotions. Slow motion, real smart. right? So another time, I used to smoke marijuana. I still smoke it once in a blue moon, maybe once every couple of months or something like that. But I don't make it a habit because I know me, I'll become addicted to marijuana. And some people say, you can't do that. Oh, I promise you can. So I didn't have any money for some marijuana. Me and my brother, we sitting in there and we just like, shh. And he gave me this whole little spill about karma and Rahu, which is the North Node, which I have in my first house, which is doing a whole compilation, right? So I get upset, and I get real upset. I mean, I start bawling and crying to the point where, you know how when you cry, you can't even make a noise. Like, I wanted some weed. I wanted some money for some weed, and I just wanted like $25, $35. That was all that I wanted. So, about maybe 5-10 minutes after I got myself together, I leave out the house. I don't know where I was going to, but I was on my merry little way. So, at this time, I was smoking cigarettes too. I think this was in 2019. Yeah, I believe this is 2018, 2019. Either way, it wasn't that long ago. Anyway, so I walks out my door. Now, I'm living in my sister's house because my life was in shambles. I mean, in shambles, y'all. So I walked out my sister's door. I'm living there, and it was like a closed in, it was a fence. And I called it the whole area, the graveyard. Don't ask why, y'all. So I goes out. Didn't even get out of the gate. It was about maybe 8 to 10 steps. Guess what I found, y'all? Y'all not gonna believe it. A wallet. I finds a wallet. I opened this wallet up. I never even looked at who the wallet belonged to, who the ID was. I seen that it was some pills. I think it was probably like some Xanax or something. I'm not sure. I didn't really take those, but I just left all of that stuff in there. It was $310. $310. Now, all I wanted was $25, $35. And I was going to get my $25, $30. I was going to get high. Okay. My point is, I summoned that money. And when I look back, it wasn't in a manner that was conducive to the energy of a loving nature, because the money that it was, the person's money that it was someone in the neighborhood. But I didn't look at no ID. I didn't even care. I just wanted to get high. And man, that weighed on me for years, and I really, really had to take a look at myself and find out what it was. Why did I do what I did? How, more importantly, did I do that, right? And I felt bad about it, but at the same time, it was like, well, I manifested it, but at the same time, still, it wasn't mine, you know? So the point of me saying all of this is to say that, you know, when we put our emotions, I'm gonna say for me, when I put my emotions into something, it comes like that. So my question to myself has been, why have I been so disconnected from myself? Like, what is it that disconnects me from my emotions? And I've come to realize is that all the emotional turmoil that I went through, feelings buried alive never die. Yeah. I went through a lot of emotional turmoil. I mean, when I was younger, I don't know what I used to see. I just have some kind of remembrance of being so afraid and scared and fearful. And these emotions never died. So what I've been doing is doing inner work. on my younger self. And I believe that's why I'm able to come to this place where I'm learning, I'm growing, and I'm manifesting the abundance, whether it be wisdom, whether it be healing, whether it be money, whether it be family, whether it be support, whether it be creativity. I have been co-creating with Source and healing at the same time, and it feels so good. So for those of you who are wondering, why am I not co-creating? Why am I not creating the abundance that I deserve, the abundance that I want? It's because our mindset around abundance, our emotional state, and if you don't know your numbers, reach out to me. I'll do it for a donation. Or reach out to someone else that you can either pay or get it for free. There are things online that you can go to and get this information as well to see if you're a manifester. They also do it with, what is it? The chart with the body, and they have all these numbers and circles. I don't know what it's called. But there's many ways to find out who you are and what you're capable of. And I know that I have to be mindful about what I communicate because I am a manifester. I speak everything into existence. That is why lately, I remember on the movie, I think it was Black Adam. Yeah, that was The Rock that played in it. He said something when he was coming up the steps after he agreed to be put into an asylum or whatever it was in the water. And he was coming up the steps and he said, "I will not waste my words on you humans." And that hit me like a ton of bricks. I think this came out in 21, 22. And my brother was telling me about it because I never heard of it. I didn't watch TV at all. I didn't stay connected to anything. And when I heard that, Spirit was like, "Did you hear that? Did you hear that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I heard that." I even rewound it even though I heard it. So, us that communicate at a manifesting level, we not only have to be mindful of what we speak, but what we think. Because if you look at those two ones, they're like daggers. They're like daggers. Like thunderbolts. Remember that thunderbolt, it comes from the sky. So what is in the sky? Our mind, right? So, therefore, those who are creators and they know they are creators have to be mindful. And the imagination is also a plus, a big help. Even if you don't think that you're a visionary or a person that has great vision, don't do that to yourself. Hone in on your visions. Hone in. With that being said, I appreciate you all. I do. I truly do. If you haven't heard it today, I love you. I love you. I love me. I love you. I love me. I'm learning to love me, y'all. I'm learning to love me. Gratitude.